welcome to the Podness with Face, Pat, and Tiz.
So, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Podness, a show with three friends separated by distance, connected by brotherhood, having weekly conversations that you can join in on. As always, I'm 1/3 of the Podness, Tiz, alongside.
Yo, it's the Padawan here in Southeast Virginia, 757, up in the beautiful Exalt Recording Studio here in Mallory Street, where it all started. And also with me is my boy.
It was that, man. It's Face in the place, just trying to stay ahead in this race, man.
Already. So tonight, as always, you know, this is just a conversation amongst brothers. So I'm going to get right off into it. All right. So we got our Umar updates that we do every week or whatever, and we follow Umar Johnson. If you don't know who Umar Johnson is, just look back throughout our episodes. And listen back. You will hear everything you need to know to get caught up on who this guy is. So as I am, I'm a very outspoken person, and I got questions. I come from a school of thought of I have been supporting this man and following this guy since like 2009, 2010. So I thought he was on some legit stuff. I found out about his schemes. I started finding out about him in 2014, but I ain't really get hip fully to him till the past maybe year and a half. Really hip to him since this COVID hit, and I done had time to like really just dig into the rabbit hole. So I asked a question on Twitter. I thought it was an honest question. It made sense to me. Instead of somebody coming back, having a normal conversation, retorting, even rebutting in a logical way, I got blocked. So the partners are now blocked from communicating with Dr. Umar on Twitter. But of course, there are other means of communication.
I'm so hurt.
Umar does a live. I go on the live. He's a very famous person gravesite. We're going to get to that later in the Umar recap. But I asked the same questions that I asked on Twitter. Where's the school? Why is he always asking for money? If he has collected this money, how come the school hasn't been here yet? One of his followers decided to come back and say, well, just give him, he coming out in the fall of 2021. Okay, gotcha. He's also supposed to be out in the fall of 2020, in the fall of 2019, and, summer of 2019. So I'm being confused. I brought that point back up. At this point, Umar's little buzzing beehive or whatever you want to call his little cult, we're going to get into that in a second. They decide to, begin normal retorts. Well, where is your school? Now, mind you, I have never claimed to want to open a school. That was not my calling in life. I am a podcaster along with my two brothers. I also, provide other content as in battle rap commentary, et cetera, et cetera. That is what I do. I do not claim to provide a school. I claim to provide content. You can see the fruits of my labor every week when you get on Spotify or any other of your major podcast streaming sites and listen to us talk. You can hear my content. You can see our clips on YouTube. You can literally see what I'm doing. I'm asking logical questions where his school is because that's what he claims he is doing. Not because what I'm claiming I'm doing, but because what he claims he is doing. So let me go ahead and address all of the Umar supporters that's going to come out.
We call them the Umartians.
And just talk nonsense. Their favorite retorts are as follows. Where's your school? I don't want to open a school. Umar said he's opening a school. He said he's going to open a school for years now, going on 10 years. I have not seen said school. Next. Their next response is, you're a coon. I actually support the Black community, not only by supporting Black businesses, but I also help to guide Black children toward a better future. That is what I do. You're a hater. Actually, I used to support Umar. I've even donated way back in the day. I'm really upset. So I'm not a hater. I don't hate Umar, but I do got some legit questions about any black man that's claiming to want to lead or teach black young men and young kings. And he's out here acting the way Umar is. Yes, I am concerned and I do have questions. You never supported anyway. I just addressed that. Yes, I did. You're speaking against Umar for money. I have not and will probably never ever make money off of anything related to Umar Johnson. However, I will keep speaking on him as long as I got a platform and feel like speaking on him. And if Jay Morrison act crazy a little more, I'm gonna get on his head. And if somebody else coming to the black community that's trying to scam our people or trying to do something that's legit harming our people, yes, I'm gonna speak on it. That's why I wanted a platform so I can have a voice. So you speak on your opinion, I'm gonna speak on mine. Next, they would just get into expletives and ad hominem attacks. And at that point, I have nothing to say to you. You can keep those attacks because I'm not going to respond to those because I feel like that's just, intellectually beneath what I'm coming out here to represent. Now, there's a larger question as to why his followers are so angry. And I feel like it's because they know that they've lost their money and time and they're embarrassed. And what it reminds me of is Scientology, the David Koresh movement, and these other formats that are cult-like. So I looked up, well, what is a cult? These are the top signs that you're in a cult, right? Now, when I read these, y'all just think about Umar and his followers and tell me if anything sounds familiar.
Martians.
The leader is the ultimate authority. If you ask any Umar follower, Umar can't, he is, well, Umar said, well, he said, well, well, what do you think? Ultimate authority. Okay. The group suppresses skepticism. So anybody that asks a question, oh no, don't ask no questions. No, don't. How you gonna question him? You must be a hater. You must be no, I just have a question. Okay, suppresses skepticism. Next, the group will delegitimize former members. If you look at anybody who has left the Umar groups, they immediately get attacked, they get slandered, they get called all of these names, even though just before that, they were the best guy ever when they were down with Umar. They were your brother, they were everything. Now they're the horrible person. Okay. Delegitimizes. Okay. The next one. The group is paranoid about the outside world. Every time I look, a Umar supporter is on YouTube or IG yelling and screaming about how everybody is coming at Umar. Not that Umar has done anything wrong, but that everybody just hates Umar and they're coming at him. And it's a conspiracy. Okay, paranoid. Next, group relies on shame cycles. If you watch Umar, he'll go from praising his supporters and then he'll blame them. Oh, thank y'all for supporting FDMG. Then the next week, see, because y'all ain't sending me no money because y'all spending your money on grits, but you ain't sending me no money. Now, that's why we ain't got the school ready. Shame cycles. Okay. Next, the leader is above the law or above reproach. So Umar can't do no wrong. That's what you're telling me. There's no way that any of our questions can be actually legitimate. Every question we got is just crazy because Umar can't do no. Okay. Next, the group uses thought reform methods or indoctrination. The evidence of this is if you watch Umar's videos when he do them lives, when he's at the school, when he got the supporters out there with him, they all parrot the exact same thoughts and phrases when he put the camera on them. Like it's the same little talking points that he parrots every day on IG and YouTube. Okay, indoctrination. Next, the group is elitist, meaning they think that their way is the only way. So Umar's school is the only good thing for the thing. Anybody else's school is horrible. How dare they have a good school? Oh, Q Butter School is horrible. Lord Jamal's stepfather or godfather or whatever, his dad, his school ain't nothing.
Professor X school don't really have superpowers. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm joking.
next, and this is one. Watch this one. There's no financial transparency. I ain't got to tell nobody about nothing. I'm transparent with my donors. Well, Umar, I've donated before. Can I know what's going on? Can you answer my question?
He's
not
transparent.
yelling, not sitting in your corner with your little flag on over your blinds that's broken and you yelling and screaming. I'm talking about just calmly having a conversation. Can you answer my question?
He's transparent
I donated
with donors that don't ask questions.
You feel me? Next, and the last one, group the secret rituals and rites. They be doing a lot of weird chanting and shit around them rocks up there.
He chants when he talks.
I'm just saying, at least 8 to 9 out of 10 of top signs that you're in a cult, his group fits. Now that leads me to open the floor up to just y'all thoughts about Umar and his people. But then also the larger conversation of like, why is society so obsessed with these cult-like followings? Like you got Beyonce and the Beehive, you got Nicki Minaj with her group. Like if you say anything about these people, it's like they hold them up like religious figures. Like, what the hell? Y'all got the floor.
I've been itching to say something since these Twitter comments after your comment, just because that's just my personality. And I just gotta, you feel me? It's my little brother. To follow something means that you're willing to give your all to that and you're willing to stand up on those beliefs. But in order to follow something wholeheartedly, you must wholeheartedly know about what you're following in to truly be a true follower of it. Now, from the research I've done, there's no Umar donor that truly knows everything that's going on because there's nothing but questions that surrounds everything about the financial backing or the financial aspect of that. And that's the main questions. So if I'm not knowing everything, how can I be a true follower? Am I just somebody who wants to grasp onto something because I feel the need to be along? And in our society, that's a big thing that's wrong right now because we have a lot of people who just want to feel like they belong to something. You have that gang culture, you have the cult culture, you have the people who follow celebrities to the point that they want to become part of that. And we have people who actually go to the lengths of getting plastic surgery to look like these celebrities. For what? For what? Is it that deep for you? Me personally, I don't see the connection. I'm outside of my friends and the groups that we form personally. I've never wanted to become a part of another group. You feel me? When we individually did the street stuff, whatever groups we joined, that was because those are the elements we was around then. It was, okay, that's the principles. And depending on where you was at, if you believed and truly understood the principles of that, you became that. I'll say it like that.
Yeah.
But to be a true follower of something I don't know of, how can I speak on that in defense of it? I don't know every aspect of it. And that I'm speaking, and in that I'm speaking, I may look like an ass, which most people do when they're defending this man. So me personally, I think they should just shut the hell up unless they have total proof or just answer a simple question. That's
all I'm saying.
Is answer a simple question.
That's all I'm asking for.
I think we should start calling his followers like Umartians. I kept saying it over and over again, but it fits because it's Mar and then Martian and then and then them niggas crazy.
I appreciate y'all letting me get that off, but like, these fuckers. But that's the funny part, because now they don't know me. Like I'm a Capricorn, so like once I get focused on something, like I can lock in and I can really be laser focused on that one thing. So now I'm on your head, buddy. I'm gonna keep on asking questions.
Exactly.
And if you block me on everything, guess what? Your dumbass followers keep putting you on YouTube. So I'm gonna still be able to follow the dumb shit you doing like I was doing before. And I'm gonna still be making videos, and I'm gonna still be talking about you on our podcast, and I'm gonna still be calling you out for your BS on Twitter and Instagram and whatever else I can find you at. I sure am. Until you just have a answer the question.
This is one thing about Umar is the observation. And this is a life observation, but over the years I've grown, just things I've experienced. Anyone who has to keep constantly telling you they are something, really not that. You feel me?
You understand me?
If you were that much of a scholar that requested all this you're saying, you wouldn't have to keep reminding everybody of that. You wouldn't have to keep telling everybody this, because what is known is known. What is not known had to be presented over and over and over and over and over. No one has to tell you Michael Jackson was the king of pop. No one has to tell you that. It's known. No one has to tell you what a crackhead looked like. It's known.
Yeah.
No one has to tell me what a liar looks like, Umar. It's known.
That boy hit you with the Shakespeare.
And everybody knows that Padawan is great.
You feel me?
But everything he do is cult-like. He talks in chants. He's always talking in chants. Donations, FDMG, like all hashtags. Like it's all, well, people join cults and things like that because humans are social creatures.
I give him one thing. One thing he does say is true. He has studied psychology, because in the essence of what he does is a psychological trick.
Yeah.
Because when you say things in repetition, subconsciously someone remembers that. So as you say, donation.
That's all they remember.
It's repetitive. It's conditioning your listeners to want to either go there and find out more information or go there and actually donate. You're conditioning people, and they don't realize it because they've not studied the things you study. But bingo, I'm not an ignorant person either. So I have that same background he has. I just didn't want to attain the same level of scholarship that you did.
Yo, that's why I always say he's like the perfect example of like what happens when potential is just lost. Like he got the rhetoric, like he got the oratory skills. If he could put shit together that can appeal to the masses. He got enough intelligence to like where like he know what he's talking about on a lot of the ADHD stuff, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It's just, why do you do the other stuff? Like, if this is really what you're trying to do, why are you out here looking like this? Like it's like, to me, you're either purposefully now turned yourself into a content creator, and that's just what you're doing. Like, you're purposefully trying to like generate memes and go viral and that type of thing. And if that's what you're doing, cool. Like, just say that. Like, I'm a content creator. I get it. Like, you want to make content to entertain people and to speak to it. I got you. Do that. Even if you say that you're not trying to really build a school for real. You really just want to teach history online, but you needed a way to like subsidize your lifestyle. All right, tell me that. Cool. I'll rock with that because you're being honest. Like, give me the integrity part. But like when you said, I'm doing this, and then don't nothing add up to this. And then when people ask you questions, instead of you just answering them in a logical way and just giving the logical answer as to why this is not looking right, you either get angry and blame the supporters, get angry and blame the person asking the question, or like just run away from the question entirely. Like, it's retarded, man. I'm sorry, not that word. I'll cut that out.
My last analogy. My last analogy, then we can move on. To me, it seems like he's a retired pimp that done converted over to preaching, that can't stop flirting with the ladies in the front row because he still got that itch to go back to the street. You feel me? So stay in what lane you want to be in. You want to do the school? Do the school. You're constantly making content like you want to be in the lane that we trying to be in.
I'm saying, get your podcast on and just do the podcast. I ain't even mad at that. Like, I get that.
I just like direct answers. If you want to do something positive for the people, continue to do something positive for the people, but get people who have questions about your process. Simple questions. That's it. Simple questions. What's the money doing? Well, I'm allocated to this one right here, just for you to know if you want to ask questions.
Like, that ain't even a crazy question to ask, because any other 501c3, you can do that and they have to show you their paperwork. Why is it that you feel like you don't have to do any of that? You don't have to show anything. What?
Why is it wrong for me to be skeptical? And in the history of the almost 40 years I've been alive, how many people have come into the Black community and schemed and scammed out people and taken millions from us?
From Malachi Z.
Am I wrong to be skeptical now? No, I'm not wrong.
You can go through the years, bro.
I have all right to be skeptical. So answer the question. Call me a hater, call me whatever you want, but don't say I never asked the question. Those who don't ask questions are doomed to go down the hole.
all
I don't go down the hole without trying to hold on to the edge, answer my question. That's it. One simple question. Where's the money allocated to that you collected from all the donations?
Bro.
And if the money is only for the school, why are you in the restaurant asking for a donation in the restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
And the
For
way
food.
you're doing it,
That ain't for
like if
school.
you was doing it
It
on
ain't for
some like
school.
humble, cool, but when you doing it like, oh man, Cash App must be broken. I know you're gonna send me something. Come on now, come on. Oh man, you ain't got but $1. Like you, how you gonna downplay $1? It's $1 toward what you got. That's one more dollar than you had. Put it with the other ones, and then you keep adding them up. Like the way he presents everything is what leads to the questions. And instead of him either changing the way he presents things or answering the questions, like if there's logical stuff behind it, people will ride with it. Excuse me.
Umar
Got enough
reminds me.
supporters that people will ride with you, but come on, bro.
Umar reminds me of Trump whenever you ask him a question. Yeah, it reminds me just like Trump. Every time you want to give him an audit on what he's actually doing, he side rails, blame somebody else or whatever, or blame the people that's following him, his Umartians or whatnot.
Thank you.
But disappointments, which your subject kind of leads me into my subject. Let me start off with Happy New Year's, y'all.
Indeed, man.
Happy New Year's. Happy fucking New Year's. We made it to 2021.
We back, bitch.
And better than ever and evolving. I am so happy for the new year and to start everything over. But there's this one part in my logic that really clicks in my head every time I think about it, every New Year's. Time is nothing but a measurement of like when we supposed to wake up and harvest, really. Fate is eternal. That keeps going and going and going and going or whatever. Like a lot of times when we get over the New Year's or whatever, people think it's a restart. Like it's everything that happened before is just going to disappear or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like we're just going to, just go right in and things are just going to change just because a day changed.
Okay, you had left me, but I'm back with you now. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm back with you now. Uh-huh.
And that's the one thing that I find, like, for example, resolutions or whatever. Mm-hmm. Every year we I don't want to say enslave ourselves, but a lot of people enslave themselves to like New Year's resolutions, and they are like the most impossible goals or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's a goal like that you feel like you should have, you really need to start with baby steps, but you think after a month of the first month of the whole new year, while you still have hyped up over the year, that you're going to get over that. Like you're going to be able to achieve that goal. And that's one of those things where you got to be mindful of that. That's not, resolutions are not meant to be overnight solutions in general. Mm-hmm. Like you need to be more, just more realistic or whatever. And I mean, this is one thing that I have to teach myself constantly anyway, in general. And it just, over the years, I just have been more mindful of like, this is still just another day, just because we have a new, we're over another measurement of time. We're over a new month. We're over a new day, or this, that, and the third, that you still need to be mindful of the things that might have been, I would say, a challenge in the past or an obstacle or a hindrance, pretty much. But how do y'all feel about that? Like that's just taking it. Am I being overly negative or I'm being cautious into thinking that?
I guess on the resolutions tip, I feel like, it's a normal thing to like kind of still be thinking about like what happened the year before that kind of caused issues, etc. But I think the point of a resolution is just to give you like an action step toward a goal. You know what I'm saying? I think that's important, whether it be at the new year, whether it be 3 months in, whether it be at the end of the year, like whenever it is, like whatever it is you're trying to do in your life, I think that's important to just make an action step toward it. You know what I mean? So I get bringing. I think also though, if you don't learn from the past, you're destined to repeat it too. So it's important to like remember like little pitfalls and side things you had to sidestep and shit along the way. But overall, I think you can't drag that shit with you. You got to leave it with that, learn the lesson, take the lesson with you, but leave the issue or whatever where it was at. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's where a lot of people fuck up at is they go into the new year talking about new year, new me, but they bring in the old baggage with them as opposed to leaving some of that shit in the past. You know what I mean? Like, everybody gonna go through shit and you're gonna go through shit in the future too. You know what I mean? That's just life. Like, your life is not going to be perfect. I don't care if you're the richest man or the poorest man or the man in the middle or the whatever. You know what I mean? Your life is not going to be perfect. So at the end of the day, just learn your lessons, take the lessons with you, leave them issues where they belong, you know what I mean, in the past. They call it a past for a reason. You're supposed to pass that shit. So, yeah.
Now, I got something to say, but I'm going to start it off with a question. What's the only man-made concept that we all must adhere to?
To me, it's time.
Man,
Time.
concept that we
Time is the only thing.
Yeah.
The only thing. But it's how we use that time.
That's true.
Be smart with your time. Focus your time. Things that are important, the only things that should be focused on. Things that are, how can I say, elementary, and that can be brushed off the shoulder, brush them off your fucking shoulder and move on. You feel me?
Big
I try
facts.
every year. I use a Cat Williams said a couple years ago. You feel me? And it's one of the only things I remember him ever saying. If you don't change from year to year, you're doing the same thing from year to year, you ain't progressing. Even to the small things. You're doing the same thing for your birthday you did last year for your birthday. Something wrong. You feel me? Something wrong. So every year I progress and one step or some way. Every day I try to progress. And if it was a problem yesterday, I couldn't resolve it. Let me come back to it the next day and try to think of something else. If it comes to the point that, oh, well, the problem is above me and I don't have the power to resolve it, move the fuck on. That's it.
That's real as
I'm
shit.
not going to continue to bring my life. You feel me? I'm not going to continue to harbor on stuff and bring stuff, let stuff bring me down. I've been to the point of depression. I've been to the point where I was suicidal.
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't the mental space you want to be in. And
That's
harboring on things and letting things get to you, get to your psyche and get to you where you can't think about nothing but those things that you can't change, that leads to those dark paths. So me personally, through experience, I don't focus on them. You feel me? Like, if I can change it, cool, let me put the effort in to change it. If I can't, let me realize I can't change it, leave it where it is and move on. Because in a situation, either one or two things gonna happen. Either you gonna voice your issues and things are gonna change from that, or you gonna voice your issues and you see things ain't gonna change. So you have to make the choice then to stay there with that issue or continue to move on. Because if the situation ain't gonna change, you have the issue to move and change you. You feel me? Change your situation. You ain't got to change the person in the situation, but you can change your situation.
That's real.
Period. If the job ain't working for you, I can't get ahead in this job. Get another job. The relationship ain't working for you. She ain't keep doing this. He ain't keep doing that. Get another relationship. The car ain't working for you. This damn car got too many repairs. I'm gonna go broke doing this. Save that repair money and get you a new car.
Yeah.
You know, I know about that
situation. You feel me? You feel me? I mean, that's just the way I see time. You feel me? Time and issues go hand in hand, but only thing I have to adhere to is time. The way I use time and what I do with that time is all me. You feel me? Everybody utilize their time in some different way. We got procrastinators out there that wait and don't do nothing with their time at all. We got hustlers out there to go get and use every minute of their day the way they need to. Then we got people that just make it. I'm not trying to be a just make it person. I ain't trying to be a procrastinator. I'm trying to be a go get it person and continuously use every minute of my day for some positive purpose. If it ain't for educating my kids, becoming a better man, becoming a better husband, whatever it is, I'm trying to become better at it. So that's my time.
Real shit.
You know what though? I'm glad you brought that up, Face, because you know a lot of people don't even realize that time is a man-made concept. Like they don't realize it's more of a tool than an actual.
I think it's a law of nature as opposed to really just some way what we use to explain something real quick, but
it's just a measurement to figure out existence, pretty much.
Yeah, the universe don't work in time. It just works.
Because you leave here, Yeah.
No,
What we
it works.
consist of time? Like time
It's
is
it
like how many times we go around the sun,
now.
pretty much. And if you lived on Saturn, it'd be a whole lot longer of a year. Well, in general.
Time
So
is relative.
relative, very much so.
Time is relative. But speaking of time, 2020 wrap up came, and it was time once again for what is his name? Uncle Murder. Was it that's his name? Uncle Murder.
Yeah, Uncle Murder.
That's his name. And Mad Skills. Now
Mhm.
this year, the past couple of years, I ain't really paid attention to the wrap up like talking about it. I've heard it afterwards and heard the news about both of them doing a wrap up. So I decided this year I'm gonna listen to both of them as soon as they come out. Both tracks totally. Uncle Murder track was 13 minutes and some change, where Mad Skills was I think 8.5 to 9 minutes and some change. Mad
Okay.
Skills came with a more adult flow. Speaking on some topics, he breezed over a lot of topics. Uncle Murder usually comes in with the straight hood flow and nothing but straight jokes. But
Yeah.
this year, I think he really hit the point. This year, he came in with the perfect mix for the 2020 wrap up.
Okay.
When I've heard the years before, when I did hear the tracks throughout the year, I'm like, okay, I see what he did for the wrap up. I see what this person did for the wrap up, because I never listened to him on the day, except for this year. It was debatable a little bit, Mad Skills, because he is Mad Skills. He a VA person, and I was biased, but he came with that adult flow that I wanted. I don't know. I always wanted the street stuff. You feel me? Like end of the year wrap up. I just want an end of the year wrap up. Let me hear some ha jokes. Let me hear what happened in the year, and let me move on. This year wasn't debatable to me. Uncle Murder took it to me, surprisingly, but Uncle Murder took it from the beats to the lyrics to the joke to everything he covered to the way he covered everything. Yeah,
Wow.
Uncle Murder took it for me.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all heard it, but y'all need to hear them tracks, man.
I ain't even know he
one
came out
one
with.
directly after the other and compare them. Yeah,
Man, I've not
came
listened
out.
to a wrap up in like. It was like when Mad Skills was the only one doing it.
Yeah.
It was like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't know how
It was
long
like-
ago that is, how old I am, how bad I'm showing my age there, but yeah.
But
It was
Uncle
damn.
Murder says in the song, this is the last year he doing it. So this is the last year doing it. He went out with a bang. No, I'm gonna say that.
I'm
He
gonna
went out
have
with
to
a
check
bang.
it out there. That's
Yeah.
hard. Okay.
As soon as we finish tonight, go ahead and listen to that jump, because I'm gonna listen to that jump tonight again, because I like the way he rocked through that jump. He kept
That
he
might have
held
to
the
give me
beat
some
the whole
content for
time.
next week.
He held the beat the whole time. It was like Uncle Murder, like he's a funny dude on the wrap ups anyway. But this year, I like the way he kept the humor, but he went serious at sometimes. But still gave you a little ha in the seriousness, because we need a ha to make it through some of these serious times. So
And that was
even though it was
2022. They
serious
gave you a
and
lot
some
of serious and then a little ha.
he had
Then
to
some
laugh.
serious, then a little ha.
He had to. So I think he wrapped the year up nicely, really nicely. 13 minutes, and I think 13:26 or 13:16 to be
That ain't
exact,
bad.
somewhere around there. So it's a good track. It's a good track. All 13 minutes is a good track. I like the way he come into the intro, the preface of the song. I like the way he came into it too, because he don't come right into the beat. He had a little preface to it, then he come right into it and roll with the beat. So,
Okay.
I didn't even know he had came up with a wrap up. I only heard a wrap up. I only heard like Mad Skills wrap up, and the main reason I heard that is because like the producer up there, he's from like Waynesboro on in Virginia, and I actually met the producer before, so yeah, that's the only reason. Bro, I really listened to it, so
I'm
like
so
that
out the loop. I'm
So-
an old man with it. I did not know nothing about nothing.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
gonna have to look it up now.
Yeah, I really don't. I don't listen to new music too much, but when it comes to
Right.
certain times, I know stuff gonna come out.
If you recommended it, I'm gonna try it. Because you don't like most things.
I don't.
Yeah.
There's most things period I don't like. But that song, I can get down with that rapper. 2020 Uncle
Right
Murder.
on.
Yeah, I get down with it. I recommend that, man. I want to hear a good track, man. Get
Okay,
a little
Murder.
bit of humor and cover all the topics of 2020 in one song. 13 minutes you got to sit and listen to a track. That's one track to listen to.
If he kept you for 13 minutes, I'm convinced.
You feel me?
Yeah. He's pretty
That's saying something.
Now, me saying that, I'm not saying the Mad Skill song wasn't good. I'm not saying that.
Right.
It just wasn't better than Uncle Murder this year. That's all I'm saying.
So listen to both of them, guys. But Uncle Murder is the one that faces giving the higher recommendation out of the two.
Yeah,
But both of
yeah,
them are good.
yeah.
So listen to both of them and get your recap on, because I'm definitely going to
Sure.
have to do so after we wrap tonight.
Got that face stamp.
Yes. If you got
Yeah.
the face stamp, you know it's saying something, because he don't like shit. So
Mm-hmm.
if he
Not at all.
like that, if he like both of them, they're doing something good on there. And
Yeah.
speaking of recaps of 2020,
Here we go.
one of our better videos, unfortunately, has come at the expense of this man. It's our weekly Umar update. The 2020 recap of this dude's year has done us very well as far as views.
I'm gonna do
So-
ad libs.
Here's what he's been up to since the last time we spoke to y'all last week. Here we go. First, he blocked us on Twitter. We talked
that
about
day.
that at the top of the show.
Yep.
He's also been going to the grave sites of Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman. And while there, he's been begging for cash apps. Okay. He was
Did he
then
just-
laying. Yeah, I said that. He was at the grave sites of Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman.
Did he just sit there
And
think,
while he
yo,
was there, he was asking for cash apps.
yo, I could go
He
to
was telling a
grave
bunch
sites.
of history stories that people could look up in any book about these people. Google it. And he was asking for cash apps. He then was laying in a hotel bed talking about sex and other weird things like super gonorrhea. And I don't know what this has to do with opening a school for boys or saving black boys, or I don't know. And he was giving bedroom ads to the camera and talking about wives. All right. He then had a book signing in a heated tent with maybe 3 to 12 people as he yelled into a mic with speakers. Now, this is the most requested scholar, and this is his turnouts. He's still on tour right now while the school remains in disrepair and the HVAC has still not been fixed. How it's going to get fixed when he's not at the school, I have no idea. He has also scheduled a block party for sometime in the summer at FDMG. This is the second or third time that he has scheduled a block party since he got the buildings, and not one time has a block party been held. He claims the school will be open in the fall of 2021, and this is the third or fourth opening date that's been given. As I mentioned at the top of the show, it started with fall of 2019, 2018, and then it was the summer of that year, and then it was the fall of 2020. And then it was the fall of 2021. No word on how the staff for the school or how operations for the school will be funded as of now. So how he's going to get the lunches for the kids, how he's going to pay for busing, how he's going to fund the actual teachers that will work at the school.
That's the pull-up team.
And if they're working for free, how they will be how they will have the time to work outside of that job full time. So that's what Umar's been up to since the last time we talked. Now, Umar, tell me what I'm wrong about, and tell me when the school gonna open, and tell me why you don't have money left over after buying the school for $400,000, and you claim that you've made $750,000, but it's been calculated that you probably have made over $1.5 million since you started collecting donations. You explain it. I will bow down. You got it, champ. I won't say nothing else. Until then, I'll see y'all next week for the weekly Umar update. And now,
I put it like this.
go ahead. Yeah, speak on it, Face Mom.
I personally, because I know he ain't gonna come on the show, but I personally invite anybody that supports Umar, who has an adequate answer, who is
That's
down for a legitimate intellectual discussion on the topic,
God, yes.
to come on the show. Email
We
us.
will debate. Yes.
All our information is on thepartners.com.
Yep.
Email us at our email address.
Yeah.
We
The
will
Partners
get back to you
Podcast at
promptly.
gmail.com. Email us. We will respond. We will bring
We
you
will
on,
respond
and we will have the
promptly.
debate if you have the
We will have
answers.
an intellectual debate
Right.
on the show.
And as soon as you come with the
That's
ad
all.
hominem attacks
Open invite.
or this dumb stuff, we're going to just get rid of you and we're going to keep it moving. But if you got the intellectual
Yeah.
and you have an actual, real, legitimate
We're here
answer
for
and
it.
you can speak to us, Hell yeah, face. I'm with that.
As soon as they say
Keep
something
that shit.
stupid,
All I
as soon
want
as,
is that.
as soon as they say
Watch we
something
get
stupid,
blocked on everything now.
and
Of
my
course.
face change. As soon as my face change, I'm like, what? What?
Just because I'm a skeptic doesn't make me a hater. It just makes me paying attention. Haters don't pay attention in great detail. I do. I just want some answers so I can either choose
Thank
to
you.
support the black man who's trying to help the black people if he's actually helping them, or continue to voice an opinion on the actions of a man I think is a scammer. Prove me right or prove me wrong. Open invitation, please.
That's all I'm saying.
And other
That's
than
all
that,
I'm
chill.
saying. That's
You can't-
it. Or
can't
let
do
me
that.
ask the question to the man until he answers. But
If
if
you
you're
can't
gonna
do that,
answer
do
for
this.
him, then have something respectable to say that actually makes sense. Something that don't involve you having to go and stoop to like throwing a bunch of crazy stuff out there and cursing and acting crazy. Like
Just
I
do
ain't
this.
with all that. I ain't
So
about
it's-
all that because unless you right across the table from me doing all that, it's a waste of time because we ain't gonna be able to handle it the way it need to be handled. So just go ahead with all that. Come on with some intellectual stuff and let's talk. Indeed. And him laying in the bed giving bedroom ass leads
No, I
to
don't
my
like that.
topic for the night. So I was watching More to the Story. It was a podcast with Tahir Moore, his wife Farron, and they were talking about threesomes. And I was just kind of wondering, like, what are y'all thoughts on threesomes? Have you ever had a threesome? What's your thoughts on like polyamory, polygyny, that type of movement in general? Yeah, I don't know, but so I guess what made me think of it is the fact that like before I was married, I've had that type of sexual indiscretion, I guess you would say. Before I knew my wife, you know, I was very
An entanglement.
yeah, I had an entanglement. And anyway, but I noticed that now, like once I got with my wife, as far as like even being when we were just dating and we were just, you know, together as boyfriend and girlfriend, I guess you would say, like I immediately like kind of switched. And like now I feel like I would be weirded out by having one because I wouldn't be able to deal with anybody, male or female, like touching my wife. Like I don't know. I don't know. It's something in me that just be like, no, don't you touch her. And I'd be ready to punch something. Like, so I don't know. It's like, and it's such a weird thing because like before her, cool. Now that I'm with her, I would be completely skeeved out. Like, I don't know.
Understandable.
Thoughts, opinions, etc.
Face, you
What do
gonna
you?
just
Yeah, you go ahead and say so because you over there geeking.
Cause you laughing, man. Are you
Pat, you go first.
no, I know you want me to go first so I can tell on myself and be a fool or whatever. But
Yeah, man.
all right, so the topic is threesomes are great. They're awesome. Especially when you're single, especially when you're not even expecting it. You thought you were just gonna be there, chill, no smoke, talk shit. Next thing you know, hey, both these chicks are naked. What's going on? Hey, y'all do what y'all want to do, man. It's cool, man. I like it. Keep doing it. It works when you're single. Now, now as far as polyamory, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I know I got it up here on the target, but I feel like that's a whole different thing. Like you got to be in that. That's like a culture, you know. That's like something. Oh, I mean, there's like new age, and then there's new age polyamory, and then there's like I see cultures where there's like you have 6 wives. I've seen cultures where it's one wife and she has multiple husbands or whatever. They, you know, one of them random islands somewhere or whatever. But it all depends on that person. Like if you know you're a person that gets jealous real easily or whatever, oh yeah, maybe a threesome wouldn't be the good thing for you, you know, like because I've had talks with females before and they'll say, nah, I can't see my dude with it. I'm gonna be mad just looking at it, you know, things like that. It just all depends. But now as far as me, male, hell no. But that's just me. I'm not going to down anybody that, hey, if that's what you into, that's what you're into. I just don't want to see another dude. That's just me. Okay, I'm not. No, that's your thing. But hey, to each his own. As long as nobody's getting disrespected, it's all right. But as for me, I'm okay. Yeah, with FF and I'm the M. Yeah,
and I'm the M. I am
the only M.
anxious to hear what Face got to say because he's been like literally grinning or laughing this entire time. What in the hell is about to happen here?
He got dirt on me. That's probably what it is.
I got dirt on both of y'all. I've known y'all both over 20 years. So.
Hey.
So, on the topic at hand, though, first of all, I say that I've known you for 26 years, Tiz, and I'm proud of the progression I've seen in you and the element of what you just said about now being with your wife and having those feelings. I'm proud of that because I've seen the progression of what you were and who you were and what you used to do to who you are now in that aspect. And that's a lot. That's like a 12-step program, and you took all 12 steps. I'm proud of you, brother.
You were a legend.
Salute, champ. Salute, champ.
You were a legend. You were a goddamn legend, Tess.
Hey, bro. I don't know. That was another person.
Pat, you still out there. Pat, you still out there.
I'm still out there.
Me, myself. Now, on the topic of threesomes, I've never had a threesome. Now, I've had opportunities, but I was real young and I got real high and I went to sleep and everybody else went to sleep too. So, hey. Oh, well. Now, any other situation where it could have, might have been, the main female might have been to the point where she was always jealous and she was like, no, I'll never share, which you have to be understandable in those situations. So, Respect. It is what it is. And in the instance I am now, I'm married. So I'm totally happy with the one I have. So I have no instance, no temptation, no ideal to experience nothing else. So I mean, and I know my wife, she'll never be down with that anyway. So cool with me.
Right.
So to those who are down with it, cool. From those who have had threesomes or foursomes or fivesomes, I know many people have. I know several people who had sixsomes.
That's an orgy. That's just fucking orgy.
Basically. But I mean, from the sexual past I've had,
got dirt on that nigga too.
I'm gonna try to say it politically correct. Vagina is vagina. I mean, it's not even that is the comparison. It's the rest of the body motion that's the comparison. So and a good, I'll say 55 to 65% have the dead fish complex. So
he said it. He said it before me.
You gotta look at it. Keep it real. Oh
man, he said it.
On the flip side, they can say something negative.
Thank you, Face.
I mean, on the flip side, the female can say something negative. They can say, well, men don't be doing nothing, have time. And that's their perspective. Cool. Yeah, but from my perspective and my sexual experience, that's my opinion because that's what I've experienced. So I can only speak on my experiences. Now, as far as polyamory, like I said, it's a culture, man. It's people who into that. D. Ray Davis, famous comedian.
Yeah.
Always says, I have my two girlfriends, my two girlfriends. Cool. Now, I've been at a point in my life, once again in my past, that I've had more than one female acquaintance. But at one point, some of those acquaintances didn't know about each other. So that wasn't true polyamory. That was polyamory on my behalf, but not on the total behalf.
Because black men don't cheat people.
He's a trans polyamorous.
What the
I
hell?
keep it real.
That boy said, because
like,
they probably
like all
didn't
these
know
people out
about
here
each
just trying to
other.
be on the bandwagon. You feel me? Like all this black men don't cheat stuff. At one point, we all did cheat because we all had to go through a phase of not wanting to be tied down. We all had to have a progression through life. So mature black men don't cheat. That should be the saying. Mature black men don't cheat.
Big facts.
And that's it, because black men go from all ages of true black men. If you want to say chronological age wise, that's 18.
Come on. Okay. Looking past the phase.
We really want to say that? No, let's not say that. Let's say what it truly needs to be. Mature black men don't cheat.
Big facts. So, I can rock with that.
But back to polyamory. Polyamory, for me, I wouldn't like. That's a lot of attention to be given. You feel me? Like you got two females. They want both of them want attention. Like I got a wife and 3 kids now. To add another female in that mix, hell no, crazy as hell. Like no, like no,
you know what?
Like, no,
bro. I can barely handle it when my mom is in the house and my wife is in the house at the same time. I'll be like, oh my god, this is too much. Oh my god, I can't deal with it. I could definitely not deal with a permanent woman in the house. Oh my god.
You know,
no.
I kind of have a different look at this. Like, all right, because all right, like I ain't gonna say a lot of the females that I have actually been with, they always had like a sidekick or a friend, or you know, they partner in crime around usually. So if I'm probably gonna get myself in trouble saying all this stuff. If I don't know, I think that would work for me because I'm single and greedy right now, and that I'm probably putting this out in the universe so it could actually happen. But yeah, I'm still waiting for my lesbian couple to marry, and I think it will work. I think it will work. I feel like I think having an open mind about things, you know, brings out good and new opportunities.
Well,
let me shut up.
I guess chicken sandwiches aren't that good anymore.
No, I'm joking around. I'm joking around.
Man.
Wait, that Mallory Street do something, boy. That got him in trouble.
Nah, not really.
Should I edit this out?
Nah, you good, B. This is for the culture.
Got it real raw.
Gotta be real in this life.
Hilarious. Oh,
the chick I chill with now, she's talking about you need to learn how to do tattoos so you can tattoo girls' asses and put it on video and shit, like on IG and shit. I was like, you know what? You're right.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey man, we gotta take a trip sometime this year. All 3 of us, yo. Like,
nah, that'd be dope. I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's ride out. Throw on the partners gear and let's go.
What I want to plan is a winter trip for us and our significant others.
I'm with that too. Let's slide, Clyde.
A weekend winter trip. Yeah, Pat, you bring your female too.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
chicken sandwich.
Yeah. You're funny. Oh man.
That people would never know.
All right. Speaking of the fuckery.
Oh, that's what it's been. A lot of
the random topics for today. I'm calling this segment The Good and the Fuckery. The good and the fuckery, man. Yeah, that confused face. That's what I like. All right. The good. Man, I heard Nipsey is coming out with a new album. That's one of the good things.
Hold on. Right. Who?
Nipsey Hussle.
What the hell are you coming out with a new album?
Hey, you know how they record. Shit, huh? You know how they record. You know how they record. So
it's gonna be an album full of features.
Yeah, his one of his people, Jay Stone, said something and said he gonna have something. I think they said this year. I saw a post about it, pretty much. So that's one good thing. Master P, Baron Davis buying Reebok. They discussing that or whatever. And then I might actually buy Reeboks.
Yeah. That's big.
I might buy
big moves right there.
I'll cop some pumps.
Yep.
No old school pumps.
Need more of that. All right. The good mixed with some fuckery. Twisted Tea sales have gone up since that video. Y'all see that video?
I still ain't seen the video though. I done
You
heard
did-
about it, and I keep seeing people doing like little.
Oh,
mixes
I'm about
with
to
Twisted
find that
Tea.
junk
Like
for
I
you
seen
and
a
then
dude
show.
standing by the
Watch that
window like
video.
Malcolm X with a can of Twisted Tea. I was
Yo,
like, okay.
yo. All
That
right,
video
so
was like that.
so this white dude, he sound like he listened to every rap song there ever was or whatever. The way he talked, and he sound like he took some meth and listened to those rap songs and thought that he could say certain things because he listened to those rap songs for a long time. Yeah. So he starts saying nigga, but he didn't say it with the hard R. He didn't say ER. He said it with the A. He said nigga. I'm going to give him that, but he still can't get nothing, even if I'm giving him that. But there's one thing he did get, a Twisted Tea to the face. That dude, he flipped. I knew it was something. I knew he was planning something when he flipped the can. He flipped the can, dropped it, picked it up. I was like, all right, what is this dude? Smack. Clear to the face. And ever since then, I have seen the most glorious Twisted Tea memes. And you know how I love memes.
That's why. Okay.
Yes.
Now I got it. Okay.
Now you know,
Okay.
B. I'm gonna find that.
I'm gonna have to see
find it
that video now. I got to watch that video and listen to the 2 recaps.
for
I
the
got
culture.
work to do now.
You gotta see it before Black History Month, man.
I gotta see it for the culture.
The culture.
Indeed.
Now for the fuckery. This is the fuckery.
Come through with it.
The fuckery is this little $600 check that I've been getting from the government when we be spending this tax money all our lives so they can get a raise every year and free health care. And I like to give a nice shout out, fuck you, to Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell, if you do not know him, he is missing his chin. He's been missing his chin since birth. When he was younger, evidently he got punched in the face. It never quite healed and everything. And his chin looks like
bullfrog neck.
Ironed out raisin. Like he looked like like a turtle out of his shell. It's like
yeah, that's it.
Like he's always missing his teeth. Like I just don't get it with him, man. And then I don't understand.
No.
Kentucky. Why Kentucky? Why? What? Nothing. Like they absolutely did nothing because that's the state that he's from. That's the you know what I'm saying? So, and they are known for having like the lowest economy, the lowest poverty rate. Mitch McConnell rich now. He's rich.
Yeah. Oh, you saw what they did this crib?
Oh yeah. Like not one politician should feel safe in this country until they get this right. Like how you have a job and you get a raise every year, but you haven't done any good. You like your job performance is trash. Your job is and you have it damn near for the rest of your life. Yeah. So yeah. So for the fuckery, a special shout out, fuck you to Mitch McConnell. We need to get all the old people.
Fuck you.
All the people that's like born and they're like over 60, whatever the fuck, out of the office because they think that $600 is the same thing as $600 when they were growing up. Like this
back
is not
back when they still had
back in my day. It's not your day. It's not your day anymore. you don't have a day. You barely have days left.
Back when you could go to the store and buy a loaf of bread for a nickel.
You got a time machine with this $600?
Saying $600, you was balling for the night.
And if I go back in time with a time machine to $600, I'm bringing guns with me because they were acting up back then. And, but yeah,
big fat
that's the end. Emails. That's the end of my fuckery rant. Fuck you again, Mitch McConnell. Fuck you, you old son of a bitch.
Oh shit!
You selfish
from one
bastard.
You shout out to the king of weekly fuck yous. Face, take it away.
Yes. Once again, it's that time of the week. 5 things that.
Ooh, 5. We get 5 this week. Ooh, sometimes we only get 3. I'm about to
Let's go. Beginning of the year, every year, we got a lot of people that do this same dumbass thing and don't make it through the 3rd week of January, keeping New Year's weight loss resolutions. They piss me off.
Why they make you mad, Face?
Stop it. Just
You ain't
stop it.
losing weight.
Stop making them. I know it ain't me because I ain't doing it. But I'm tired of everybody else saying they gonna do this shit, never do it. If you gonna do it, keep to it. You said this shit 3 years in a row. You ain't gonna do this shit. Just accept who you are, what you are, and you be comfortable. If you big, you big. Go ahead, be comfortable with that shit. That's what you are.
And fat shame
Shit.
nowadays too. So it's
I'm
good.
not a real big guy. I'm a slim frame guy, but I'm alright. Remember, I'm not skinny. I'm a slim muscular build. I could be a little bit bigger in my eyes, but hey, it is what it is. I can accept that. I used to want to be bigger. They're like, oh man, I got to get bigger. I got to drink protein. I got to do. I accepted what I am. If you big, be big, please. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
BBW is a whole
It ain't nothing
category.
wrong.
Exactly.
If you got a little
Like
something on the
Drake
side of the
said,
phone.
he like his girls BBW. Every girl in Redman videos is a BBW.
Yeah.
BBW is a good thing. It's nothing wrong with it.
And
A
Accept
fupa
what
is a
you are.
hashtag.
it's warm in the winter,
You feel me?
baby.
You feel
It's
me?
warm in the
Now,
winter,
once
baby.
again, I'm not
This is for the
shaming
pussy.
anybody. I'm not fat shaming. What I am doing is weight loss resolution failure shaming. If you're gonna make the resolution,
Failure.
stick to it. If you ain't gonna do it, and you know you ain't gonna do it once you say it, just say psych. Just go ahead and say psych, right? So this year I'm gonna lose weight. Psych. Cool.
Damn.
Because you ain't psyching nobody out but your damn self.
How you go in on the
Second
very
thing.
first one? God damn.
Second thing, Pat, you already covered this, but once again, $600 for a stimulus check. Now,
Yeah,
some people
kinda
don't
did us
need
dirty.
it. Some people don't need it. Cool. That's
I
sad
do.
money for them. But bills are bills, and bills come every month, regardless if it's a pandemic or not, regardless if you can't go to work or not. So bills are
Indeed,
bills.
every month.
Now, the people making these decisions have more than enough disposable income to pay their bills with just the disposable income because they have a salary coming from taxpayer money, but they
Yep.
can't allocate money to the taxpayers so they can pay their bills,
Yeah.
which end up money coming right back to them.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't make any sense to me. So you're perpetually putting your people in debt. I understand the debt scheme. I get it. Cool. He who controls the dollar controls the people. I understand that. But at the same time, when people go broke and go hungry, they go crazy.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Deal with that.
Yeah, you get hangry.
Control crazy people.
Eat the rich.
It ain't easy.
Eat the rich.
Now, third thing that really irritates me. Now, we all see this every time we go to a gas station. Is that one motherfucker outside begging for $1?
Bum tax.
Beg for $1.
Amen. And the thing that pisses me off, he asks you before you go in the store. You feel me? He try to get you. Hey man, you got some change? Nigga, you know I ain't got no change. I'm about to go in the store. You just want me to tell you I'm gonna get you when I'm coming out, huh? No, I'm gonna be real. Nope.
I do. I had to learn.
I come out either.
I had to learn to do
I
that.
got exact change.
Yo, Face, you know how it is in Norfolk. If you go to 7-Eleven in Norfolk, it's a bum tax
What?
every time you go in there, yo.
What?
Like they're on the corner, like they're on the side. They pop up like out of nowhere. Like I didn't even see you. Like
Nope. They come about the sewer grate.
I can't get no gas. I can't get a Slurpee.
I tell you what though, credit cards and debit cards have really changed that for me. I don't never have no cash. I don't got no cash. Oh, I don't got no cash. Oh no, I ain't getting no cash back.
Man,
Oh no, I ain't got no cash.
it's brazen. It's brazen niggas out there. Hey man, it's an ATM right there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it is.
No, nigga.
And I ain't using it to get what I
Last person
need,
who
so why
asked
am
me
I
for spare change,
using
I
it for
told him
you?
no, but I got an application.
Big facts.
I told him no, my job hiring though. I ain't got no spare change, but my job hiring.
Right.
You can put the app down.
And I
I don't know
mean,
if they're gonna call you back, but you can put the app in. I don't know what your qualifications are, but you can get a job and then you have your own change.
well, you definitely got marketing because he out there yelling.
I mean, next thing that pisses me off: scammers.
Ooh, ma.
You spend your whole day just trying to scam somebody out their money so they can be your money instead of working. Your job is trying to convince somebody to give you money, or trying to figure out some way to steal some money from somebody. Nigga, get a real job and earn the fucking money.
Coming.
There's jobs.
And my thing is people proud of being scammers. Yeah, I'm a scammer, you know.
Mm.
Nigga, what?
Swiping them cards.
You
This
can
why
get
I
a
know it's
job with
new
those
day and
same
age.
skills.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I know
The
it's a
same
new day and age, because when I was growing up, you won't boasting and bragging about being a scammer. You feel me? Like that wasn't something to be proud of. Like people was like, no, like come on now.
You get beat up for scamming.
That's what you're proud of.
By the drug dealers.
You scamming? Nah, man, come on now.
Yo,
Nah, I'm
call
not saying
center.
this because I've been scammed recently. No, not at all. But I'm just saying this because it irritates the hell out of me just to know you out there being a predator to get money out of people instead of going out there and earning your own money. And most people who are scamming are at a certain age range. You feel me? And these people are able-bodied people who can get out there and get their own money. Just lazy as shit and don't want to earn what you need to earn.
That's it.
Be like every
Get a
able-bodied
job.
person.
Get a job or your own business. Do something. Make
Call
money.
centers.
Do something.
Call centers love those skills.
Damn. Do something.
Next thing that pisses me off is the lack of ambition in niggas. Keyword, I say the lack of ambition in niggas. Not people. Niggas. Now, I use the key term definition word, niggas, because it means ignorant imbecile. You feel me? Ignorant person. There's niggas in every race and culture. I'm not stemming into just black people. No. Or ignorant black people. Ignorant motherfuckers, period. The lack of ambition in y'all. It irritates the shit at me. You feel me? How dare you be comfortable in the bullshit position that you're in? Yeah. How dare you? When there's so much more. You feel me?
That's real.
Now, like I say all the time, we've all been through shit. I've been on welfare when I was a child too, but guess what? I'm not there anymore. Like I said before on the episode before, I was homeless. I'm not there before. I can't be content in those situations. I got to strive for better. But how dare you be content where you at, you lazy, worthless motherfucker?
Lazy, worthless.
And that's how you feel about your damn self. How dare you just sit there and be comfortable? I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. And like the real thing that really gets me is like men. It's like these men that fall into this category who comfortable with living off a woman who you have no drive and desire. Like, yeah, my wife got it. Like she got it.
No, she shouldn't have it.
But you're able-bodied.
You ain't got nothing with it.
You feel me? This wasn't no household agreement. This just like, nah, man, she got it. I'm gonna live off her. Or I've personally known dudes growing up. Their goal is to find a girl who's on Section 8 and just be with her. You feel me? And live off the government. That's the plan. I ain't gotta get no job. Give me a girl Section 8.
That's a pitiful
rent less than $100 a month. You feel me?
That is a pitiful ass plan.
Nigga plan. You feel me? And these are not just black guys. I know Caucasian guys that do this. You feel me? Like,
right.
How fucking dare you? Get a job, man. I've been working since I was 14 years old.
Get a job, man.
I've been paying taxes since I was 14 years old.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I've been working long enough to retire.
Yeah, man.
I've been working for more than 20 years.
Yeah, man. Preach that good word.
And some of y'all lazy motherfuckers out here the same age as me ain't had one job.
Not the first.
Now, don't get it wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with hustling. Get your money. But in that same mindset, realize there ain't no 401k in hustling.
Yeah.
Ain't no retirement plan in hustling. You're going to have to do something else at the end of the day.
It's a retirement plan, but
take your money, invest it.
It ain't worth nothing.
You ain't going to like it.
Right.
Hey, the normal 2 retirement plans ain't a good 2 paths to go down. You feel me?
Hell
so my thing is, don't be that lazy ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
that's real as shit. Like, get up off your fat ass or your small ass or your medium ass, whatever size ass it is. Get your ass up and go to work. You ain't doing nothing anyway. You're sitting around.
The last thing, final thing that really irritates me and I see a lot is motherfuckers who do stupid shit expecting smart results.
So everybody have the human race. Shit.
Yeah,
I see that every day.
Yeah, you feel me? Common sense ain't that common to everybody, man.
Not at all.
Really that common to everybody,
bro.
So I really get tired of seeing that people like people mad because they have to pay their bill. Man, did you read what you
Did you
saying.
think that
That's
was
your
free?
responsibility. That you think that just because you won't go pay it here, you won't go have to pay it at all. It comes back at the end of the day. I mean, every adult should understand that. I mean, like
Invoice.
stupid is stupid. Key thing came from a famous dumb man, Forrest Gump. Said stupid is, the stupid does. You know, like, it is what it is. I mean, you do something stupid, you get some stupid results.
Big
You step on a
facts.
rake, it's gonna pop you in the face.
You got a resume of stupid shit.
What the
It
fuck?
is what it is.
You brought out the Looney Tunes. He said you step on a
I
rake,
mean-
it's gonna pop you in the face. Hold on.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you go down the street doing 185 mile an hour right past a cop. 9 times in 10, you're gonna get pulled over. Doing something
Yeah.
stupid, you get stupid results. You feel me? Like
I
it
did.
ain't gonna be nothing smart.
Especially on the East Coast.
He ain't gonna drive by and be like, good job, guy. Good job. You're going nice speed. Good job.
Nah.
Nah, man. I'm tired of
It's
people
gonna be
getting
got
mad
your
because they get in
ass.
situations because of their actions. Like, live up to your shit. Like that, your actions got you in this situation. Ride it out. Stick to it. That's what it is. You want to come in here and do something dumb? Stick with your dumb ass decision, but get these
Big
consequences that go with it. Though. You feel me? No,
Preach it. You preach it.
that's just a few of the things that irritate me this week. Of course, there's much more, but I'll save them for next week.
I paid all my speeding tickets. I took the consequence.
Speaking of which, I got
Yes,
a
you
toll. I got a toll
Yes, you
ticket I need
did.
to pay. Hey man,
Mhm.
I'm
Man,
gonna handle that.
yeah.
Oh,
I
is
got
it-
another ticket in the
Get
mail.
on that tomorrow.
It's always a toll around here.
I got a ticket for making a red. I got a ticket at the stoplight when I made a right turn at. They said I never stopped. I was going 9 miles an hour through the light. I'll give you a little $50. I know the scheme.
Because
I
you're on
know
that
you're trying to
roller
get money
stop
from the city.
shit.
It's all right. I don't live there anymore.
I don't think a rolling
Yeah,
stop
it's
deserves
okay.
$50, but
I
hey,
probably did.
It don't.
Hey, it is what it is.
It's
Right.
jacked up.
You know it, and you know it well. Now, moving on to my next topic, man. Forward progression and getting rid of toxic behaviors and toxic people in your life.
Okay.
I've been having recent conversations with a lot of people close to me who've been going through personal situations, and just talking to them gives me more insight on myself. You feel me? Like, so when I move forward, I got to get rid of my own personal toxic behaviors. And as I always talk about the smell thing when we come on here, it's not only advice for everybody else, but it's advice for myself too. So I'm always speaking to y'all through personal experiences of what I'm personally telling myself every day and what I'm personally formulating for myself. So that's what I'm telling y'all, and that's what I'm not telling y'all to have to follow, but just something that it might help, you might not. But hey, this is what I'm doing. So
Yeah.
in my forward progression, I'm just trying to become better. Like I always say, be a better whatever every day. You feel me? Whatever you may be that every day. If you
Right.
a preacher, be a better preacher every day. Focus more on your sermons, get more into your material. Just focus more on your congregation. If you're a policeman, be a better policeman. Treat everybody equally. Just go out there and do your correct job. Don't have any bias. If you're a fireman, get your ass up the ladder faster. Put the fire out. I
Get
mean,
up
like
the ladder faster.
toxic behaviors, jealousy, envy, you feel me? Like toxic behaviors like that breed itself in any type of environment, any type of relationship, not only romantic relationships, friendships, business environments, everything. Those are some toxic behaviors that let them go. You can't go forward with anybody. Like if you continue to have those behaviors in you can't truly have no forward progression truly, because you always find yourself back in those situations with those same elements popping right
That's big
back up on
facts.
you. Those jealousy, those envies you might have, those insecurities you may have, let them go. Be aware of what you have going on with you so you can get rid of them. Or if you choose to continue on as a toxic motherfucker, just know how you are. Don't be shocked when you get the treatment that you get.
hashtag
I
toxic.
I know people personally. We all know people personally who know they're the asshole. You feel me? And that's the role they want to have. That's the role they are. That's the people they are.
Yeah.
They accept that. They accept they have their toxic behavior. Cool. You accept the consequence of no one wanting to be around your ass. So, shit.
That's real as shit.
It is what it is. Me personally, the toxic behaviors I've had in my past, I've been a habitual liar. I've had to changed that through whatever counseling I've had to go through to get to the point where I see where that gets you nowhere. You feel me? Like the truth is the only thing that's gonna set your ass free. And
Yeah.
I've always said that if anybody ever listened to me just growing up, I've always hated liars. But truth is, I was hating myself. I was a liar. So I had to realize that about myself, that's why I was hating everybody else that was lying so much, because I was lying. So
Yeah.
self-realization, you feel me, part of accepting who I am so I can move to that second level. But I speak about motivation a lot, and this comes back to motivation, you feel me, like forward progression. Motivate yourself to keep going forward. And I think all three of us have done that at some point of our lives. You feel me, like, I don't know if y'all want to
Yeah.
speak on anything in your life that y'all personally motivate yourself through, or y'all find yourself now motivating yourself through to get to that next level of elevation. But me personally, it's just striving every day to be a better husband, better father, and like I say, just a better man all around. And that's my 3 levels right now on my 3 smell theories. I'm trying to go to that level. Some of them I have already elevated. I'm trying to reach that liberation phase on some of them. As we come to this new year, I will be speaking on elevation going forward. Motivation, I've covered that enough. I feel like people have gotten enough concepts as far as how to get motivated, how to start, how to realize what needs to be done as far as their own personal motivations. So next time is elevation. As far as y'all got anything to say about anything y'all personally going through as far as motivation wise?
Yeah, I mean, for me, going just like, I mean, I can look through a million times in my life where like I've just been at really bad lows, you know what I mean? And y'all have pretty much been there through a lot of them, you know what I mean? So yeah, it took motivation to get out of the rut of being comfortable, you know what I'm saying, hopping from crib to crib, and then actually say, you know what, let me go ahead and just get stable. Just the mental change of like, all right, hustling, doing this, like party all night, wake up early in the morning, do it all over again. Like it was just getting like ridiculous. So like I think the motivation to leave that lifestyle and just start going legit and just like, I'm going to find just a regular way to make this work and use my talents in a way that's not going to get me in trouble. You know what I mean? So I think that was the first way. And then even going from that, when I moved down here to Georgia, you know what I mean, having to go from switch the mind state of like being comfortable and being like, okay, yeah, I can get a job like I had back in Virginia that pays me okay, and I'll be okay. But is that what I want long term? So even making that switch and saying, no, I'm gonna go back to school, I'm gonna get on my hustle like that, and make sure I got some credentials so I can just open a few more doors, get my name out there a little more. So I think that was another way. And then even this year, like getting tired of like, I've been thinking about doing this, like I told y'all, you know what I mean, for like a good 10 years, it's been rolling around in my head. Like, I really want to do something like that. I want to get out there and just talk to people for a living. Like, I want to have my voice heard. I want to make videos about the things that interest me and that I want people to know my perspective on. So like the fact that this year I got motivated to say, you know what, man, bump saying let's do it. And the fact that we're here right now having this conversation on episode 8, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's motivation too, just saying that like going from a stage of what if to like, fuck what if, let's make it. This is what if, because we're going to make it happen so we can see what if. You know what I mean? I think that's the motivation right there for my year. Like, that's the biggest thing. And I think I'm almost at the liberation because like we've elevated, we've already started to reinvest in our craft. We've already started to, you know what I'm saying, like think of new ways to express ourselves and express our thoughts and opinions and our creativity. So like, I think that's the only thing left is to like get to the point where we're so liberated, like this is it. You know what I mean? Like this is what we do permanently, you know what I mean? So yeah, I would say those are like my different little phases of like where I had to get motivated, elevated, and then finally, you know what I'm saying, liberated. But it all started, I think, with like you always say, like with that just acknowledging yourself and just acknowledging like, hey, this is a problem. This is something that is going on. Like the capital S, you know, that's the self part. You know what I mean? Like if you don't start there and realize that like, hey, I can change this and I need to change this, or I need to make a step, or I need to, you know what I'm saying, actually make a shift, then you never even get to that point of where you could be motivated. You know what I mean?
Yep. I think with me, when I start having that feeling where I'm overthinking at night, not getting sleep, trying to figure out what my next move is, or if I feel like I'm doing, sometimes I get into a mode of doing, all right, I'm not doing no crazy shit in the streets. I'm just doing my little simple job. I'm not bothering nobody, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm not, but even with that, mentality, you can be content in just mediocre situations.
Yeah.
In general, and it's just a matter of like after a while, if my stomach start touching, if I'm getting sleepless nights and this, that, and the third, you get to a point where this is not how I'm supposed to feel. I'm not supposed to feel like this. I'm not. There's like, for one thing, my mother told me when I was younger is you didn't ask to be here. You just here. So since I didn't ask to be here, I might as well make the best of it while I'm here.
Yeah.
And get whatever I can out of life that I can. And then it's just sometimes I gotta watch myself and watch reality and make sure my goals are realistic. Know myself and know that, all right, you could be coming short here. Let's do a realistic goal and just work on getting to that goal so we can get to the next one. Pretty much.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it was y'all, man. I ain't even like, there's a lot of times y'all kicked my ass, and that pretty much got me straight. After kicking my ass, yeah, I'm all right. All right,
We love you too, man. But you know what? I want to flip a little bit of your perspective, like where you said your mom said like, what was it? You didn't ask to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I would put it in the perspective of, yeah, you didn't ask to be here because the universe decided to put your particular set of atoms and molecules and your particular combination of cells together to make you, as opposed to what you could have been, as opposed to what you might have been. You are you for a reason. So like, if you know that, then you owe it to the universe that put you together like that to go and find, well, what am I here for then? Like, you put me here for a reason. What am I here for then? What is that purpose that I'm supposed to be serving? So like, that's your mission in life to me. Like,
I'll be talking.
It's like motivating, like starting with that self-actualization. Like, what it does is it pushes you to like really find like who you are. And then once you see that, it's easier to get motivated because now you got that purpose that's long lasting, like not something that's gonna fleet or go away within 5 years. Like, it's something like, if you always chasing, hey, I'm gonna find what I am here for. Along the way, what's gonna happen is you're gonna be so invested in it, you're gonna be investing time and resources into things that improve you as a person. And if you are improving as a person, then the things around you are going to improve by proxy.
Default.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm a more courteous person, if I'm more aware, if I'm more even socially conscious as far as like what my impact is on the immediate community around me and the larger community abroad, like all of those things only lead to you being better at networking, only lead to you having more opportunities because you're more likable. They only lead to you making more money, which allows you to have a better lifestyle, which allows you to then in turn do more of reinvesting into what is your actual purpose. So like, it's almost like a self-sustaining goal as opposed to anything else that you make as your goal. Like, you have to pour everything in it and hope it works out. If you're looking for purpose, you're going to always be finding resources and other ways to improve your standing because you're constantly investing into making yourself greater. So everything around you gets greater. You know what I mean? Like, the biggest change I made in myself was just realizing like, yes, this is okay, but I'm better than this. So why not figure out why I'm better? What is the thing that makes me better than this? And I've been on a search for that for a while, and I'm finally like kind of feeling like I'm at home. You know what I mean? But it took years and years of like starting at that first spot of like, okay, I know I'm not this, so whatever. You know what I mean? And then from there, you just got to run with it. But I think if people are not chasing like the tangible shit, like the money or the cars or the fame or I want to have this placement, and they're really chasing like their purpose. Whatever those tangible things that their heart desires, those things are going to be fulfilled because they're doing the things for the right reason. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's though. What you were saying, that's the one thing I will overthink about. Like, I'm better than this. What is my purpose? What am I supposed to be here? So that's exactly what I would be thinking.
That's real though. Well, I think that's a good place to leave it. I feel like I like when we end on like good positive notes, good feel good notes where like I feel like we're leaving the people with something to take home with them and they can put it in their pocket and use throughout the week. You know what I mean? So I think that's a good place to leave it for this week. Coming up this week, guys, we have a live show coming on Saturday this week. It's called You Didn't Ask Us, but come through, see what the hilarity is all about. We will be basically giving our own take on shit that nobody asked us to have takes on. It's going to be a weekly show. So every Saturday, you're going to be able to actually interact with us live in the chat, have your voice heard, have us interact with your questions or your opinions, etc. Umar haters, you bring yourselves on up in there and come on, fuss with us too. Like, come through, see what we're doing. It's called You Didn't Ask Us, but it will be streamed on YouTube and Facebook. So follow the Partners Movement on either one of those platforms and you will be able to see it. Or, you know, as always, it will be uploaded to YouTube after, you know what I'm saying, the live. But you don't want to miss the live so you can actually interact with us right there on the spot. As always, the Partners comes out every Wednesday night at midnight. Video clips come out throughout the week, so look out for those. But look for us on these streaming platforms. Click on our Spotify, click on our iTunes, click on whatever you listen to your podcast on. I like seeing the views and stuff on YouTube. Don't get me wrong. I'm very appreciative. We just reached a quarter, which means we got 25 subscribers on YouTube, which is huge because our goal was 100 in a year and a half. And we're already a fourth of the way there in a month and a half. So thank you to y'all. But at the end of the day, our basics, the reason we do this, all of the other shows and all of the other content that we're able to come out with is all started because we started with the foundation, which is our podcast. So please like, comment, share it, subscribe to us on whatever you listen to podcasts on. If you happen to listen to podcasts on YouTube and that's it, cool, subscribe there. But if you do listen to other streaming platforms, subscribe to us there too. Like, listen to us. We out here. And we got a fresh perspective. That's all I got as far as show stuff this week. Face Mob, Pat, what y'all got?
Well, THEPODNAS. That's the Instagram. That is the Twitter. If you hit the hashtag and do that, you can find us Facebook there. Working on more and more content. Working on more other things. Like I was saying earlier. In the studio. It's going to be an eventful year or whatever. Oh, one thing, another positive that's kind of negative that I want to put out there. Still, fuck you, Mitch McConnell, and put that shit in your pocket and walk away with it. You bastard. You worse than Trump. You got a whole record of a whole fucking state being fucked up. I just wanted to put that out there. I'm sorry, y'all. No neck at all. You got all that money and ain't bought a neck yet.
No neck, heaven ass. Yeah.
That nigga got a
gobble ass nigga.
You know how fat people lose weight and they got like the arm fat right there? He has that right there on his neck. Like,
I tell you what that shit is, man. At nighttime, he do his maiden calls through that shit. He fill it up with air and blow that shit out. That shit go.
Pelican. Fly pelican, fly face ass.
Yeah. What you got for
Well, on my end, as usual, you know, we got the two stores with our merchandise and apparel there. First of all, you got teespring.com/stores/partners. That's PODNAS-closet CLOSET-1. Then again, we do have teespring.com/stores/face. That's PHACE-co. That's CO-2. Come check us out, man. kids apparels, t-shirts, long sleeves, sweatshirts, decorative pillows, wall art, cell phone
Yo,
cases, different accessories.
new
Come check us out.
colorways stay coming out, new designs stay coming out. So
Yeah,
please,
yeah.
if you checked the
Good
store last
materials,
week,
man.
check
Good
again
looking
this week.
materials.
Like I can almost guarantee you there's
Yeah,
something that Face has created or added since the last time you saw it. Like he be on that shit. So
yeah.
definitely check
I'm
it
trying to
out.
stay active.
You know what I
Trying to
mean?
stay active.
And if you can support us by, you know what I'm saying, definitely copping merch on there. Like it's good quality stuff. As you can see, I've got my partner's hoodie on right now.
I'm still waiting on mine in the mail.
Underneath my partner's hoodie, I got my Face and Code shirt, and both of them are fresh out the laundry and not a design missing, not a small. It didn't get no smaller. It's the exact same size as when I pulled it out of the packaging. Like it still smell the same. Like I'm telling you, it's quality
Good
products,
quality, man.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Good
And I put my
quality.
money
Good
where my
quality.
mouth is on that one, and that's big facts. And I don't spend my money on nothing. People will tell you like I've been walking the same outfits for the past like 7-8 years just because I refuse to buy new clothes. Like my wife and my mother have to make me buy clothes for myself. They be like, come on, dude.
I tell you
So
like
you know what I
this, if
mean?
you want
So
to
if I'm
support us,
buying
support
clothes,
ourselves too.
it's worth it, champs. What was I about to say? Hamburger and biscuits. Oh yeah. If y'all don't want to buy merch, or you're not able to afford the merch right now, you can buy us a coffee by going to our buy us a coffee link on any platform that we post content on. And basically, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, you can donate $1, whatever, to just us. Basically, what we're saving the money for right now is to get Pat, to get him some studio equipment. So we're gonna work to get him a mic set up because now me and Face are in there with the audio, so we want to get him set up right, and then also getting Face some type of a hotspot that boosts his internet to make sure he's always crystal clear, like he's clear, but like make sure there's no jumps or anything. And that's literally the last thing we need to be able to put out more content for you on a higher rate with a higher quality. And that's basically all we doing. So like if you donate to us, unlike brother Umar that we spoke on earlier, you're going to see tangible results. You're going to see us coming in with new equipment and better quality and new shows and new content and new solo shows from each of us. Like you're going to see us reinvesting using the funds you give us to make more content to feed you. So, you know what I mean? Holla at us. As always, man, it's a blessing to just have y'all join the conversation I get to have every week with my brothers. And that's really why we do this. We got the best side jobs in the world. We get to just talk to our friends and have you guys join us.
Damn right.
So keep clicking on
Damn right.
the links. Yeah. Love y'all as always, man. As always, I am 1/3 of the partners tears with
The Padawan, bitch.
oh my juggernaut mode.
You already
Okay.
know it's place in the place, just trying to stay ahead in this race, man.
I try to put a little spice on it.
Easy though. So love y'all, man. See y'all next week. Yeah, Saturday. We will see all of our Real Pod Squad members. We will see you guys live on YouTube and Facebook. Check us out. Once Instagram puts up the ban where they don't let anybody stream to them but them, we'll be able to go live on there too. So keep messing with us. We messing with y'all. Love y'all. Peace.